As a young family, we were employed in the Middle East, and having to raise 3 very young children was difficult. Juggling work and home, we found it overwhelming and tiring, and so we depended on God for much grace and strength. We saw God's hand in so many ways. Since we worked in shifts, we shared our responsibilities, and we also plugged into a good church community who lovingly supported us and encouraged us. The teen years were more demanding. We needed to focus more on their academics and discipline issues at home and school. But the sacred habit of the family altar and family mealtime became a source of strength and encouragement to us as we plugged into His Word every day and relied on His promises. Life was good and all was well when suddenly my husband was diagnosed with cancer and he passed away. The adolescent years of my boys were the most difficult, and we had to readjust our lives without a father and a husband. We had to relocate from the Middle East back to this city. But through it all, we saw God's hand bringing healing and restoration through our pain. In amazing ways, He began to provide for our needs, the big and the small ones. The sacred habits of the family altar and the family meal held us together through those difficult years. Some of the things that we do very well as parents is to protect our children, provide for their needs, and ensure progress in their lives. But we tend to focus so much on their academic and physical needs and begin to neglect their spiritual nurturing. Sometimes as parents, we are very permissive and fail to set boundaries for our children. Sometimes we are way too strict, and because of that, children start resenting the restrictions and start rebelling. Sometimes as parents, we fail to communicate our expectations in a firm and a loving manner. I just want to say this, that we can build a lasting legacy by laying a strong spiritual foundation in our children. We can become a defining influence in their lives, in leading by example, showing humility, trust, confidence and faith. We can bestow unconditional love on our children and walk alongside them even when they fail or fall, and believe that God will perfect that which concerns them, because eventually they are His. We are only temporary stewards of our children.